What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the AFC Newark career mode here on FIFA 22. Today we are taking on Portsmouth in our second game of the season, and we also have a cup game as well in the Football League Cup. Before we get into any games though, we do need to sort out the right midfield spot, taking suggestions from the comments in the last episode. We've got some players on the shortlist that we've been looking at, as well as still Brereton Diaz, who was on there before. Joviak is currently very important to Derby, apparently, and they don't want to get rid of him, so there's no way we could have brought him in. Frankowski is unwilling to relocate at this time, so not willing to drop down to League One level. We've also then suggested Nathan Teller from Southampton. He's also unwilling to relocate at this time, so not going to be bringing Teller in this season, although his contract is up at the end of the year, so if he doesn't sign a new one this season, then he will be available on free next year. We've also suggested this guy, Kehinde. He is currently playing at Randers, can play left mid, right mid, 24 from Nigeria. He did play for Manchester United's Youth Academy and under 23s though, so he's been in England until only a couple of years ago when he took a move away. Not that unrealistic for him to try and come back and do something after a poor season at Randers maybe. So if we can get him for the right price, we actually don't know how much he's worth at the moment, but his contract is also up at the end of the season, so I'm not thinking they're going to want too much as far as transfer value is concerned. So I don't know whether we should just scout him a little bit longer or whether to just go throw a cheeky bid in now. We've got quite a little bit left on the transfer window, so even if we fail with a low-ish bid, we could possibly go back in for him hopefully before the end of the window. He's currently the only right midfielder that we can go for. Kind of cuts it down to the makes the decision that a little bit easier. I think 1.2 million is going to be the bid I'm going to stick in here just to test it. I think he's worth more than 1.2 million. This would be our biggest ever transfer if it goes through. We'll see what they say to the 1.2 million bid for Kehinde. Now they want Oakley Booth and 150k, so that's a 2 million valuation. Now we don't want to get rid of Oakley Booth. He's a starting midfielder this season, looking like a very good prospect for our club. We don't want to get rid of him. Let's go back in then with a slightly higher bid, 1.35 million. Cash straight up for a guy who's running out of contract at the end of the year. We can either do it now or we can do a pre-contract. They want 1.6 plus 20% sell-on fee, which, you know, the way we're running the club, I think sell-on fee might come active. So we're going to take that down a little bit. We don't want to give up that much on the sell-on. We'll do 10%. They want 1.7 million now. I'm pretty sure that that's just gone up. 1.4. Am I being too stingy here? I'm going down after they went up. 1.5 million. I think that's the most I'm going to have to offer here because he is out of contract. There's no point paying huge unless he has progressed in his development really well. That's got 20% in there as well. I don't think they're going to come down. They're going up every time here. I don't know what this negotiation from Randers is. They're now at 1.75 million. I'm moving up further. Do I? Okay, this is a £1.55 million bid. Need time to consider the offer, so that's not going to get done for now, unfortunately. We'll have to take on Portsmouth and see what Randers think. Trying to get him for as cheap as possible. I know we've got money and we could easily spend 2 million here. We're only in League One though. I don't want to be splashing the cash too early. We do want to save it and build for a good championship side as well. So we don't want to use all of our money up just yet. Kehinde though not going to be coming in just yet. We'll have to play this game against Portsmouth before we sort it out in our first home game in the new arena. You'll get to see the updated stands. Let's get into our first home game against Portsmouth. We go with Jakonski and goal, Logan Hicks, Janvier, Goodwin and Session at the back, Mitchell Lawson, Oakley Booth, Stanley, Hargreaves and James Berahino up front. They go with a 4-4-1-1 or 4-2-3-1 formation. Here is the update to the stadium then. Closed it in, making it more stadium-like rather than the lower league stands that we had before. As we move up the division, we want a bigger stadium. This will also be definitely until the Premier League now. We're not going to spend any more money at the club on building a new stadium. This is going to be it until we expand. Maybe once we enter Europe, we'll have to add a few more tiers on top of this. But for now, this is the stadium. And we look to get our first 3 points of the season after an opening day draw against Plymouth Argyle. We're taking on Portsmouth here. And we are underway at the new Flowserve Arena. Now with a quick throw into Marshall, or Morrell maybe. And he gets it back. And into Morrell. Tony Cliff lays it off, and it's a chance, and it's another opening worldie. We conceded a worldie against Plymouth Argyle, and Marquise has got one himself here after 5 minutes. The first goal in the new arena has been scored by Portsmouth. Work it in from the left-hand side. Play it across. We just don't get the body in front here. A little lay-off from Tony Cliff. And Janvier just can't get the block in, I'm afraid. Can't get himself in front of it. Goes under his leg and into the top corner. Jakonski sprawling but can't reach it. We've really got to respond here. Barahino, who did not score on the opening day. Him to get his account opened as soon as possible. Portsmouth though are playing brilliantly here. Morale sitting on the tackle. Again, they're going to get a shot away though, this time off the bar. And Sissignon luckily gets there and can just edge it back towards Jakonski, and we get away with one. Good interception from Logan Hicks. That ball away though from Sam Goodwin has really put us in trouble. Curtis knocks it to the side, and a chance for a second, but Jakonski denies him. Portsmouth looking very dangerous right now. Marquise again was in. This time Jakonski did better. Centre back can bring it out here for us. Ball to Billy James. And Logan Hicks. Defenders left in there, Logan Hicks. And look at the room to pick a cross for Logan. Is he going to find a ball? And he should do. It's to the back post, but headed away in front of the man. Oakley Booth trying to win it back for us. Sessignon will. Into Mitchell Lawson. Tries to turn his man. Keeps possession for now. Sessignon has gone on a run. Oakley Booth is going to be pressured by Thompson. Still, keep for the ball though. Billy James. Barahino back to Billy James. This is better. Can Billy James finish it? He can. It's a good finish as well across the goalkeeper. We are level, half an hour into it. Billy James into 1-2 with Sider Barahino to break the defence down. And he has the finish. Hackett. Good defending from Logan Hicks. He knows there's another left back at the club, Logan, and he has to keep putting in top performances if he wants to keep his spot. He's doing that so far this season. Here's Albie Stanley. Barahino. Back to Barahino from Albie Stanley, and it's at the bar. It's underneath, and it's not going to spin in. It's going to come as far as Oakley Booth, who can't hit it. Can Billy James get there? He can. Scramble in the goal mouth, and it's away. Barahino almost gets his first goal for the club. Portsmouth breaking though, and they might be in. Hackett is onside and through, and Jakonski denies, and it might be kept in here for Portsmouth. It will. It's Marquise, the goal scorer. Goodwin with the block, and we can get it away, but only as far as Brown. Morrell, Marquise, great defending from Janvier, gets a toe in. Can we get it away yet? We can't. Is that offside? I think it might be. Flag now goes up, and pressure just before the break is off. Goodwin on Sessignon. Barahino to Billy James. That partnership is really working well. Into Nicholas Hyde. And now Barahino off the post. Almost his first goal again. He just can't get the ball in the back of the net for us. Tony Cliff puts it forward and into a good area for Reed. Fresh off the bench for Hackett moments ago. And a chance here and a goal here for Portsmouth. At the front post is driven in past Jakonski. Right, Tony Cliff with the goal to go back ahead. He just burst men into the box here, and we just don't get anyone back. We're caught short defensively and punished. Even Hicks has disappeared. All over the top for Portsmouth. Sam Goodwin volleys away. Ball down by Nicholas Hyde beautifully, and he's done his man with the first touch, and Nicholas Hyde is in here. Big chance for Hyde, surely. Nicholas Hyde, left-footed shot and puts it wide. What a chance for the young man. And he misses again. Big chance. We have to put these away. Sam Goodwin. Antoneering off the bench. We've got 10 minutes. Nicholas Hyde and Berahino linking up. Has he got the pace to stay away from the defence this side of Berahino? He's going to get blocked. Is he? He won't, but it's a good save by Bazunu in goal. Just touches it round the post and Berahino denied his goal again. Time running out. Berahino's on the corner and it comes towards Sam Goodwin's head. Headed away. Hargreaves on the edge. And Jean-Vier. Adeniran. Into Stanley. Back to Adeniran again. Now Nicholas Hyde. He'll work his way through. Still Nicholas Hyde. Yes, he can work his way through and he will finish this time. 2-2 as it was against Plymouth. And Nicholas Hyde might have just rescued us a point late on. Deserved, to say the least, today. Probably enough time for one more attack from either side here. Adeniran and Sessegnon looking to get it started for us. And the ball will find Billy James, who's got the right side of the defender for us. Can he keep the ball though? He can't. It's going to be driven back into the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper pressured by Berahino. Kick long. And Williams wins the header. It's flicked on to himself. And then tomorrow. And this could be a chance late here for Portsmouth. He's going to get it back. Flicked out wide towards Reed. Logan Hicks, can he get a challenge? And he can. It's a wonderful challenge as well. But the time will run out on this game. It's another 2-2 draw for us in the league. 2 points picked up from our opening 2 games. Tough games. They've come through them without defeat so far. They've come back at Randers here. And now they've gone to 1.95 million for Kahinde. I'm not sure whether this guy's just growing in rating right now. And that's why his price has gone up yet again. I'm going to have to negotiate again for him because I can't pay that much money. I'm sure he's a very good player. Maybe have we got maybe a youngster who we could throw in for them? Jackson Crook-Price, so Sheng Riley Higgins of 160k. It's not going to take too much off, but I'll throw him in. He's not in our plans. Riley Higgins. I don't think they'll want him, but it might persuade them a little bit to come down. 1.5 million plus Riley Higgins in return. They want 15% and they're happy. We'll take it. 1.5 million plus a young central midfielder who hasn't had any game time and probably won't get any game time. Feels like a fair deal to us. We will break our transfer record with this one. 1.5 million becoming the new top paid price if we can get the player to agree to join the club, which we're going to do now ahead of our our next game against Bristol Rovers in the Cup, our first game in the Cup this season. I'm going to offer him important just to see where we are. And he's happy with that. He's 24 at the moment. He's not a young gun at all. We'll give him a 3-year contract. And they're happy. Disregard the release clause. And now we move on to wages. I don't know how much, as far as wages, he's going to want. I'm going to offer him $5,000 a week, which is a lot. Plus 50 grand signing bonus. Now, he's playing over in Randers, and I'm sure they're paying him good money, and he might have got used to it. So I don't know how much to offer here. He hasn't, asked for anything. This could blow the deal wide open. 5k, and they say that's reasonable. So maybe we offered too much money, but the new superstar for AFC Newark will join. Tosin Kahinde from Randers will join the club. We also have a scout report here on a couple of youngsters who don't look very good at all from Wales. We've got a couple of transfer offers, which is really starting to build up here. We've rejected one for Billy James, but now Wycombe Wanderers are in for Billy James. And they want 1.7 million. We'll reject that, I'm actually not going to sell him. I was considering it, but I think the path that we're on, Billy James for us right now is going to stick around. Theo Hargreaves for 1.3 million to Santos Laguna. I'm going to delegate this one. I wouldn't mind selling Theo. He's not the quickest wide man, and we could definitely find a replacement. We'll ask for 2.5 and see if anything gets done apart from, for that, but we get to our next game against Bristol Rovers. Mitchell Lawson has now gone up a rating, of course, since we signed a right winger to potentially replace him. A 69 rated, 86 pace Kahinde will join us, and he's going to replace Bryce Sheng on the bench. No, let's replace Will Myers on the bench. We don't need a goalkeeper. Here's our lineup then to take on Bristol Rovers. We're going to go with Myers in goal. Arajo, the new left-back, will start at left-back today. Gale, the new centre-back, will also make his debut. Doyle will start alongside him at centre-back. Hubbard, a youth academy graduate, 62 rated right-back, will make his debut. Frankie Kent on the right-hand side for us. Ollie Hunt making his debut in the middle. O'Sheng alongside him. Mitchell Lawson moves over to the left-hand side. We'll give him a chance on the left side, see how he performs. Atkins and Hyde, the two strikers for us in this game. 5 at the back for Bristol Rovers. Younger squad to take on Bristol Rovers today. A chance for a lot of these guys and the debutants especially to show what they can do and maybe look to break the first team. There's always an option for that if these guys can perform well. As striker Nicholas Hyde showed last season, coming in and scoring goals for us and progressing really well now. Bristol Rovers, early chance might be here. Well, we've definitely put a bit of physicality on him there. Good ball in behind for Grant here. Arajo's got some work to be doing. Can he get back in? Not going to get the chance to. It's going to come across and it's volleyed. Myers with a wonderful save and collects it. Collins for Bristol Rovers. Turns and finds Finley. And the run down the middle here is dangerous. Hunt's got to track him. He's going to be in Collins and he's going to score. Saw it coming. The centre-backs were split like curtains. What is happening there with the centre-back pairing? Collins nowhere to be seen. Gale nowhere to be seen. And Ollie Hunt trying to get back in but can't get there. Frankie Kent still yet to really show his true best, I think, at the club. He's played well, don't get me wrong, but not really this kind of performance. That's wonderful from Frankie Kent, and there it is. Exactly what I'm talking about. Frankie Kent levels this game. And the wide man who has really struggled to find his fit in the club. What position does he play best? Where can he grow best? Oh, the right-hand side might be the place. What a little spin turn there. And smashes it in. 1-1. Lawson, Raho, Louis Atkins, Bryce O'Sheng to Ollie Hunt. Now Frankie Kent, the goal scorer. Louis Atkins again, looking to receive the ball. He's going to put it back into the left back, Arajo. Bryce O'Sheng, Arajo, Mitchell Lawson. This is nice football. Louis Atkins back to Mitchell Lawson. Lawson's ball across the boxes, dangerous, turned away. Stolen by Hubbard and driven back in there. O'Sheng wins it. Atkins. Mitchell Lawson. Hit into the defender. Back to Mitchell Lawson. And Frankie Kent digs one to the back post and it's going to be headed away. Good pressure but can't get it over the line and get ahead here. Louis Atkins put some legwork in to win that ball back from the kick-off. Ollie Hunt. The unattractive tackle to say the least. There's Louis Atkins. Hits one and almost catches the goalkeeper off guard. It's not the greatest kick from the goalkeeper. And Doyle has done really well there. O'Sheng. Bryce O'Sheng. Still Bryce O'Sheng. Lovely finish into the bottom corner. So confident with it. Attacks the space. Which is in their goal where there was no defence around him. He just found the gap. Exploits it. And the finish is nice into the bottom corner as well. Hughes. O'Sheng has won it back for us. After scoring a goal just seconds ago. He's coming forward again here. Ball in behind to Nicholas Hyde. Who will make it 3? He's beaten the goalkeeper somehow, and Nicholas Hyde surely puts us into the next round. Bryce O'Sheng has had an absolutely wonderful 2 minutes here, a goal and assist. The finish isn't absolutely wonderful. It's a dinked finish. It's a chip, as you can see, just lifts it. Goalkeeper just tries to palm it. Reactionary attempt, but it's over his head and into the back of the net. Newark leading 3-1 here. Bryce O'Sheng, goal and assist in 2 minutes for AFC Newark. And he's on another one here, Bryce O'Sheng. And as I was saying about players able to play their way into the starting lineup, Bryce O'Sheng is in a very difficult position in central midfield to break, but here he comes. O'Sheng again, this time stopped, but the pressure's worked back for Ollie Hunt. It's a brilliant ball, and Nicholas Hyde can't quite get it past the goalkeeper this time. Kent will get the cross in. It's dangerous and headed away. Only as far as Ollie Hunt on the edge of the box who can pick it up for us now. He do something. He's going to find Hubbard, Atkins, Frankie Ken, and ball to Nicholas Hyde. It's saved by the goalkeeper again. He could have had 6 or 7 today. Now here's Mitchell Lawson. Nicholas Hyde again. Into the box. He'll find his way through. And might be chance gone here to make it 4, but we have had so many opportunities today. Collins. The Bristol Rovers, Doyle. Beaten. And ball in the box, and Gale was chested into his own net. What are you doing on your debut? And a chance for Bristol Rovers with 10 to go. Disaster for the young Englishman, who converts it past Will Myers. Doyle, his centre-back partner, doing what he can. He's just wandered, isn't he? He's not looking what he's doing at all. Back to goal, son. Why are you facing your own goal, running towards it and looking to control that down there? Not a clue. Gale own goal, 3-2. Nicholson, last chance, saloon for Bristol Rovers. They've got 3 added minutes at the end of the game. It's Anderson to bring it forward. Puts it across. Araujo should be good enough to deal with it, and is nods it back to Will Myers comfortably. And we'll toss it back out to him as well as he spun away. Mitchell Lawson, Bryce O'Sheng, Atkins, back to Bryce O'Sheng again. Is he going to burst in behind the defence? Can he keep it here with Bryce O'Sheng? He can't finish the game, but he will run off enough time. His performances will get it through. He'll be disappointed he didn't take that last one, but we are into the next round of the Football League Cup. A difficult performance against Bristol Rovers. They pushed us all the way, and we almost let them back in at the end. We had a lot of chances. We took 3 of them. We're scoring goals again this season. Also conceding them again this season. That is going to do it for this episode, though, boys. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next one very soon.